Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Talk Books. So today we have our top 14
books of 2014. So it's not 14 books each, it's just 14 books all
together. Because it's impossible.
We have 5 books each on our own, and then 4 that we read, that we both read.
Yeah.
So the first book that we both read together is
To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. Obviously, everybody knows this book.
I love it. It's a great book if you're if you want to read a book after a sad book. It's just one of those that it's a feel good book, and
it's a happy book,
amazing and lovely.
Our next book, number 2, is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Of course, it's Colleen. You know, us two are huge fans of Colleen.
Yes.
But this book was like
new adult.
Whoa.
New adult.
Like, it was pretty out there, but it was so real that it, like, hit you in the face. Like, it kind of hurt. But me and Nicole are going to be speaking more about this book, so keep an eye on.
If you follow us on Twitter, you might have an idea.
You probably saw a little tweet we did there.
So, it's going to be kind of another rant. So.
That's that one. Next one book is This Is Where I Leave You by Jonathan Chopper.
And this book is basically it's a book where this guy, he's in his 30s, he's going through a divorce, and his dad just died. So he goes back home to his dysfunctional family, and they have to live under a roof for 7 days because they have to sit Shiva.
Yeah.
So it's complicated. There's things that happened in the past, and it's a family book, and it's about a coming of age, even though he's older,
but you still get a sense of him finding himself again.
And it's awesome to hear from a guy's point of view who is older.
Yeah, something totally different.
Yes. And the next book, which you guys know is really close to our heart right now.
This is probably my number 1 book of 2014, and that is The Law of Moses by Amy Harmon. Me and Nicole talked about it in a
full review
video. We're going to put the link below.
Just watch it. It's long, but watch it.
You don't have to see all of it. Kind of just like sink in.
But just know that
get an idea.
We absolutely
love this book. Love it.
Okay. My first book, or my top like 5-ish, is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. Absolutely, I love it. It's my first sci-fi book, and I am so happy that I read it. The characters, the way he writes alone grips you, and it sucks you in. Sucks you in.
My next book will be The Silver Siren by Chanda Han. And you guys know I've talked about this book before, and I'm kind of not going to get into it too much tonight. But, you know, are going to be coming out with an ebook recommendation. So I'll go more into it then. All I'm going to say is that it's fast-paced, fantasy, and his girl kicks ass.
That's all we need to know.
2 thumbs up. That's it.
My next book doesn't have a dust jacket, but it is it's not my book, but it is The 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. It's a popular book. There's kind of ups and downs with it, but honestly, it just, the story kind of just was
intense.
Intense.
I still have to read it.
And emotional, and just, oh my god, it'll break you. Break your heart.
I'll break you.
Break your heart.
I'll break you. My next... I didn't talk about these yet, right?
No.
Okay. I don't know what's going on anymore. My next books is the Divergent series. I absolutely loved and adore all of them, and I am a big fan of how it ended. I thought that's the perfect ending. I couldn't see any other ending. You know what? Not everything's a happy ending. Yeah, I kind of think all of us got to
especially with the way that this world is, you can't expect everyone to live.
Like, you know, I think all of us got to come to terms with, you know, sometimes people got to go. And we can't hate something just because it didn't end how all of us preferred it to end. It ended how it was supposed to end, and that's why I loved it, and I have so much respect for it, because it was gangsta, man. Like, that shit was back fucking ass. Loved it. Okay.
My next book is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. You guys know, I absolutely adore this book. Like, what the tagline says is, two misfits, one extraordinary love. It's about first love. It's about just first love to where you're so young, and like what this girl and what they go through, it's like, it's not fair and it sucks, but their love and their friendship is something that I cherish them, and I cherish who they
Nicole always talks about them, and I'm like,
and yeah, it's beautiful.
The next book is Infinity Plus Fun by Amy Harmon. Me and Nicole, we did a review.
Our first review
on a long time ago. Go check that out. But I'm just gonna give you a quick thing. This book is basically like a modern day Bonnie and Clyde. And who does Bonnie and Clyde?
They were like the
as sick and twisted as they had been. Like,
they were in love.
Lori's intense, and his book is just as intense. So I love my Amy Harmon.
Yeah. Okay, so my next book is my favorite new adult book I read this year, probably of all time, and that is Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. And I have a review on this, so if you want to know my full thoughts as to why it's my favorite new adult book and why I love it, go check it out. It's so worth getting your hands on. Definitely get your hands on it.
My next book is The Light Within Me by Carly Fall. And when I got this book, I got it on my book for free, and I was like, oh, it's for free. It might not be that great, but I still got it, and I still gave it a chance, and I was so surprised. It's a sci-fi fantasy. It's about a guy who's an alien, comes to Earth, meets a girl, and things happen, ups and downs, craziness happens, so much action, and it was so good, surprisingly. That's why it's in here, because it was a surprise. Yes. It was really good.
So my last book, and probably my favorite book of 2014, this is definitely going to be my top 10 book of life. And that is You're Not You by Michelle Waldron. I have a review on this as well. And if you're looking for a book where it's not always about contemporary and YA and just about life, and there's no like main love story. It's a love story about friendship, and it's about older. I mean, they're like in their 30s, but it's just something so different. And if you want to change your genre in 2015, get your hands on this book. Please do. You won't regret it.
I need to read it too. I need to read everything I've already. My last book, I don't have a copy of it, but that is Air Shoe by Gail Forman, and as you all know, that is part 2 of If I Stay.
A lot of people don't know others.
I know. I've talked to a lot of people that they had no idea there was a part 2, and I'm like, how can that end? And like, you don't even go on the internet to see if there's a part 2. Like, what's wrong with you? But I prefer part 2 way more than If I Stay, just because it's so much better. And it is, I personally prefer like books that have the perspective of the guy.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so it's the perspective of Adam as time passes after Mia gets up and she gets up out of her coma, and you get to see just all the heartache and everything he's gone through, and like, I cried way more in that part than I did in If I Stay. So I would so take that any day. Yeah. Any day.
So that's it, right?
That's it.
That's a wrap for 2014. Thank you. Thank you for...
It's not enough, but what are you going to do?
Thank you for making this year so much better for us.
You guys don't understand. 2014 could have been incomplete shit.
But being on YouTube, making new friends,
And like
this whole experience has been amazing.
Mind blown.
And I just know that 2015 will be so even more amazing. Can't wait for things to happen. So if you want anything different or new, please let us know. Okay.
Comments. Go on our Instagram. Go on our Twitter. You could tell us anything, and we'll probably do it because we're crazy.
Yeah.
But we love you guys, and thank you, and see you next year.
Bye.